Hello, replay viewers. What's going on, replay viewers? Let's see who tunes on in. Let's walk the boardwalk. A lot of news to talk about. Happy, what day is it? I don't even know what day it is, to be honest. Oh, what is it? Oh, it's Monday. That's right. It's Monday. It's Monday. And we have a big update when it comes to the Coney Island Casino project. But let's see who tunes in. Indies Exposed Investigations, welcome. And Dan Harsman, welcome. Activity 79 and William out here in Brooklyn, welcome. Good to see you, Deb, out here in London. And Mrs. Metalhead up there in the Pelhams. Good to see you, Gabby and Autumn Alluring out in Canarsie. Good to see you, Catherine. It's going great. And Sally Skipico, welcome. Hopefully the wind noise is not too bad. Good to see you, Lee. Good to see everybody, people. Rouge Jones, good to see you. Dean N, welcome. Robinson Lopes. Rouge Jones, good. Hey, did I miss anybody? Good to see everybody. Big news to talk about. I said some more people tune in. Big news. We got big news. And let's see how long it's going to take for me to switch this to subscribers only. Good to see you, Dave Jeffries. Good to see you, Amore Flower. Welcome. Autumn Alluring knows the big news. Good to see you, Robert T. Welcome. Good to see you, Doreen. Doreen Howard Mingo. Welcome. All right. Do we have enough people in that? Let's wait till we get to maybe 50 concurrent. And we'll talk, if you don't know about it, big news today coming out of Coney. Big news. Exciting news. Important news. Hopefully the wind is not too bad. It's a beautiful day. It's now a beautiful day. It was cloudy like not even an hour ago. This is Metalhead, you think you know? I think you know. I know Mr. Metalhead knows. Bob Kolb, good to see you. Hey, new to the broadcast. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me give you a shout out. Good to see everybody. Exciting news when it comes to the Coney project. Let me see if this camera is good. I might have to wipe down this camera because I didn't do that. We're doing vertical video madness, people. Oh, that's much better. Okay. Did have to wipe the camera. No gimbal. No accoutrement. All right, there we go. 63 people watching. That's good. I will take that. Half of you guys are engaged. I appreciate that. Oh, you got Eulogy being an asshole. Oh, I know you're very sad, Eulogy. Good to see you, Phyllis. Good to see you, Daniel. Yeah, you heard about the update? Good to see you, Cindy. Welcome. Okay. Boom. It only took that long to go into subscribers only mode. Anyway, I want to thank everybody who signed that online petition for the no casino in Coney Island. I want to thank Autumn Alluring and everybody else who went out to the community meetings and most importantly spoke at these community meetings. It's because of you guys I get to say what I'm about to say. E-Babe, welcome. Todd Scott, good to see you. But very exciting news. At least 4 of the 5 members of the Community Advisory Committee for the Coney Island Casino project are planning to vote no for the casino. So Daniel, when is the casino coming? Never. Good to see you, Douglas Fatiglia. Aloha. But good to see you, Nina. But yes, indeed. The casino. And I'm not celebrating until the actual vote happens. It's going to happen on the 30th. So we got like what, 9 days, 8 days until the actual vote happens. But Brooklyn Borough President Antonio Reynoso, City Council Member Justin Brennan, and City Council Member Jessica Spranton Ganton, whatever her name is. I always mispronounce her name. And of course, Alec Brooke Cransney's seat, friend of the channel, Marissa, voting a no vote. There you go, the vote's gonna be on the 29th. So I'm not gonna breathe easy until the 29th. But Todd Scott with a $3 super chat. Todd Scott, thank you so much for getting half my cab fare back to the house. Thank you so much for joining today's $3 club. Much, much, much appreciated with a big $3 super chat. Much appreciated. That's right, Dave Jeffries. Ha ha. Yeah, Coney Island don't need no damn casino. What we need is a new pavilion of fun. Yo, Joe Sit. It's not rocket science what we need to build down here. But it's great news, Douglas. We just got to wait for the actual voting to take place on the 29th. Yeah, Coney Island needs fun. We need like a mall, movie theater. As I like to say, an envelope of a building to build dark rides in. And then you could have New York City-based artists create experiences that change out every few months. I know we could do stuff like this. Good to see you, Mumu. So far, the project at the United Nations has been canceled. And is the Hudson Yards proposal also done? So like a bunch of them have just recently been canceled. But hello, Mumu, hello. We have 2 spots for casinos already. That Yonkers Raceway and the whatchamacallit, and the Resorts World by JFK Airport. But I appreciate that, Autumn. Thank you so much for coming on out. So oh, yeah, there you go. All the casino proposals in Manhattan are a no-go. There you go. So Times Square is not getting a casino as well. MW, good to see you. Right, Trisha? Very great news. Yeah, Aqueduct. Resorts World at Aqueduct. Just expand those. Now this leaves the option open. You know which one's going to win because there's one more license to be given away. And that is the proposal for Citi Field. Does New York have online casinos? Yes, Todd Scott. Yes, you could gamble on your phone. Did you spend Saturday down here? Right, could you imagine, Trisha, a big 44-story building blocking the view of the Wonder Wheel? Be horrible. Good to see you, James. Maybe other areas don't want casinos in their towns either. No, I don't think so. No. Good to see you there, Miss Cecilia Thomas. LP Walks. Everyone follow LP Walks. Fantastic live streamer, content creator from Hudson Yards. No casino going into Hudson Yards. He's the overnight shift. So hey, if you can't sleep, LP's probably going to be on. LP likes to come on at like 2 in the morning. Yeah, leave Coney alone. Yeah, Queens is probably going to be the one that's going to get that 3rd license. Citi Field, which is like the most like cohesive plan out of all of them. Granted, you are changing parkland and giving it to a private entity, but what is Citi Field anyway? Citi Field is on public parkland, but it's a private entity. So, you know. Now, I have seen a lot of interesting conjecture on the Twitter. This is like, a lot of morons live on Twitter. They're terminally online, some people. And somebody article, he had a link to his article saying how he's going to vote no for casino here in Coney. And somebody said, how much did Steve Cohen pay you off? And it's like, he's not getting any money from Steve Cohen. That's not his fucking jurisdiction. How stupid are you? Yeah, no, you can see the Queens because they're building a whole new city out there. It's true. They're literally building a whole neighborhood. And we gotta go back there. We have to see the Iron Triangle. We have to see the Iron Triangle, which is Willets Point, everybody. We have to see the Iron Triangle because there's a lot of construction going on over there from the last time we were there. So I'm gonna make sure I wear boots because my shoes are gonna probably get really dirty. And it's a legitimately kind of sketchy neighborhood too, so it's kind of fun. But very exciting news. Very exciting news. I'm happy. And I'm waiting until the 29th to really celebrate, but I'm, you know, as a very important person, Coney said, we could begin chilling the champagne. Thanks for adding the like. Good to see you, Robert. Welcome. Good to see you, Robert. But it's exciting. Is advocate for an indoor-outdoor water park or something like that. Some kind of stuff like that. That's what we need. Some indoor-outdoor amusement park. It could be done. Let Dino's expand, for God's sake. What's scary now is this. This is the question we now have to ask ourselves. How will Coney Island deal with the wrath of a billionaire? Is he going to keep his property all blighted and empty, hoping for a zone change that will probably never come? You know, all this began back in 2010. 2010, this all began where they changed the whole amusement district for like parkland, found some other stuff for like special use commercial zoning, which that's all the land Joe Sitt has. But it's the empty lots are depressing. That's right, Jason, only 10 months until the hot dog eating contest. Hopefully we have a spot to watch it from. Jason, I will start working on my contest to get us a new spot that has Wi-Fi to live stream it from, and it won't be the press box. I know, Autumn, yeah. Autumn, it was great news waking up to it. A lot of people DM me before I even woke up this morning. Coney Island Jim being one of those people. And he's like, did you hear? Did you hear? And then I started looking into it, and then while I was finding out about Justin Brennan, Jessica Spranton, whatever her name is, Spanton, she then said she's going to vote no. I was convinced she was going to sell us out. I'm very proud of her. And then, of course, the big one, which came last, was Brooklyn Borough President Antonio Reynoso voting no. So then you add the seat that Alec Brooke Cransney gave to Marissa, who is a community member here in Coney Island. She lives right across the street at the Luna Park houses. She's a solid no. Now, another big question is, besides the wrath of Joe Sitt and how we're going to deal with the wrath of a billionaire here in Coney Island, which is going to be interesting. It's going to play out I forget her name, MW. Her two last names are very hard to pronounce for me. But anyway, we now have to ask ourselves, what's going to happen to the lady that tattooed the Coney's logo to her arm? There's a lady, and she actually does live right here. She tattooed the Coney's logo onto her arm. What's going to happen to her? Reynoso's statement was your favorite. No apologies. Yeah, exactly. It was great. I'm very proud of Antonio Reynoso. Shout out to Marissa. Yes, indeed. Casinos should stay in Atlantic City, but they should develop Atlantic City for other things as well. Atlantic City deserves and needs a change. Atlantic City is probably the best example of what could have happened to Coney if they would have built this thing. They're both... Let's see, you guys with me? Are you guys still with me? You guys got me? Let me know. Everyone's tuning out. I might have to start a new one. Might have to start a new one. All right, we're back. We're back. We're still here. All right, good. Did you guys hear what I was just mentioning just now? So I'm going to have to mention it one more time. You guys with me? Because I've got something fun to talk about. So you guys know that I just mentioned about somebody who has a tattoo of the Coney tattooed onto her. She's right here. She's right here. There she is. That woman does not like me. That woman does not like me. But she has the tattoo. She has the tattoo of the Coney, the logo, tattooed onto her. I'm so tempted to do like an interview. I'm so tempted to do an interview right now. Like, how do you feel? You caused all those problems and all this craziness at all the community hearings. How do you feel that it's probably not going to pass? I know what they're going to say, that it's rigged or something like that. They're going to say that it's like rigged. I got to make sure this woman doesn't notice me because she does not like me. She seems a little upset. She's just pacing. She's pacing the boardwalk on her chair. It's funny that in the commercial that she's in for the Coney, which is the casino, it's called the Coney. She's standing up in that commercial. She's standing up in that commercial. I really want to ask her though, how do you feel? Because she fucking got the logo tattooed onto her arm. How crazy is that, people? I do got the fresh cut. We got a haircut on Saturday. And we did an awesome 3-hour live stream. Almost 4-hour live stream on Saturday, up and coming. Where were you? We had a great night of music on Saturday. Tomorrow we'll be back in Manhattan. And I think we're going to do Highline. We haven't done Highline in a while. So I think we're going to do Highline tomorrow. Tomorrow could be a beach day, but I don't think it's going to be a good beach day tomorrow. Besides the waves being crazy, crazy high. Might have a threat for rain later in the evening. Happy that woman didn't spot me out. She does not like me. How do you feel about the casino failing? How do you feel? Now you have this tattoo. What are you going to do about the tattoo? What are you going to do about the tattoo you put on your arm? Happy Rosh Hashanah to you and your family as well. That's another thing. Rosh Hashanah's tomorrow. So there's going to be a lot of extra people on the ferry tomorrow. The last time we rode the ferry during that holiday was not exactly the most pleasant experience heading home, because it was like really crowded, a lot of families. So that's our other reason why we're not going to the beach tomorrow, even though I really desperately need another beach day. It's quickly beginning to evaporate away. But anyway, it's nice out here. It's nice out here, chat. Chat, why are you so quiet? Yo, chat. Why y'all so quiet? You guys are actually listening to me? Are you guys actually listening? A hush has come over the audience. A hush has come over the audience. Anyway, it's a relief This casino is not going to get built. But yo, Joe Sit, with all your empty property, why can't you make a new pavilion of fun? Huh? Make a big barn-like structure. Stick some rides inside of it. You can make it like the Nickelodeon universe at the American Dream Malls. Over there in Jersey. Who wants to travel to Jersey? What did Trisha say? Trisha, what'd you say, Trisha? I didn't see it. I didn't see it, Trisha. What did Trisha say? I hate using the YouTube app because we get problems. We get problems with the app sometimes. We get problems. And shit don't work correctly. Shits don't work correctly. What did you say, Trisha? Can you say it again? Michael, welcome. Oh, that's true. I gotta be quiet so the lady doesn't hear me. It's true. It's true. She fucking hates me. That lady hates me. Because I called her out on one of the Facebook groups. I was saying, who is this woman in the wheelchair disrupting the community board hearing? She's like yelling next to the microphone and then talking loudly next to the microphone. So the Zoom can't do whatever the hell they're using, can't work correctly. She was one of those people that said it's a done deal. Well, I guess it's not a done deal. I'm very proud of Justin Brennan, Jessica Spranton-Ganton, whatever her name is, Antonio Reynoso. And who would have thunk I would be a fan of Alec Brooke Cransney? Alec Brooke Cransney, man. He goes back in the days of yore when it comes to Brooklyn politics. He's been around for a hot minute. You know, he's been involved in the community, I have to say. He's been involved. But for him to be a flat out no from day one, because of one thing, and that's traffic. And if there's anything you could vote against this casino for, it's the traffic. Yeah. It's a no-go. It's not a done deal. Joshua J., 5 weeks until Halloween. Yes, indeed. I gotta contact my contact for the parade. Gotta contact him so we could be a parade marshal again. And I think this year we'll do what we did like for the Mermaid Parade. I'm just gonna run tape so you guys get a 4K experience. Okay. We're nice and early. We can sit down. You like Halloween? Yeah, do you like the, oh, do you see the giant spider? I'll show everyone the giant spider right now, Trisha. You like the giant spider? Hoping to check out Halloween Harvest sometime this weekend. The vendors are out. Kind of chill out here. And the only ones bringing some kind of energy out here is the vendors. Hey, there it is. Good to see you, Apple Martini. Welcome. But yes, it's nice to know we're not going to ruin this. We're not going to ruin this place with a gigantic casino. Good to see you, Kirk. I'll show you guys the giant spider. They got cobwebs on the gates. Pretty cool. Good to see you, Jade Chulo. And Norma, welcome. Good to see you, Yolo. Welcome. To think we'll be walking towards the casino now. And the casino would have taken up all of this skyline right here. You would have just seen nothing but the building. Joseph Taylor, welcome. But it's a good day in Coney today. What are your thoughts on Welcome to New York by Taylor Swift? I mean, it's a song. It's okay. Good to see you, Dwayne, up there in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Look, it's a giant spider. How cool is that? We did the San Gennaro on Saturday night, Norma. We were there for the music. Check out the replay. Yes, happy Rosh Hashanah to all of our Jewish friends. Good to see you, Hala. Welcome. But now we're walking at the art walls. This would have been all casino. We actually would have been walking underneath. We would have been walking underneath the Sky Bridge here. The Sky Bridge would have went from Bowery across. So this will be all building. This whole thing we would have been surrounded by the building at this point. Lost your butt off at the MGM Grand in Detroit. Sorry to hear that. Remember, the house always wins. So here would have been the Sky Bridge. It would have went from this lot here across to this lot here. So there would have been a big overhang right here. And then the Bowery right back over there would be actually going into the building. And they did approve to demap that. But now that the casino is no more, what's going to happen? Were there local Asians in favor of the casino? There was many different racial groups that were in favor of the casino. Oh, I know, the fires in Red Hook were tragic. That was home to the Brooklyn Waterfront Artists Council or Alliance, BWAC? Collective, Brooklyn Waterfront Artists Collective, BWAC. And they lost their whole space. They were there for 49 years. So what would it mean? What would have mean? It's not happening. No, it's not happening. We are poised to vote no for the casino. But now the question is what Joe Sitt is going to do with all these properties here. What is he going to do? Good to see you, Cynthia. That's the big question now. What is going to happen with all of this special, as it's called, special commercial zoning? What is going to happen with that? What they need to build is a big pavilion of fun. That's what they need to do. They need to build a big barn-like structure, stick some rides in there, stick some rides on the roof, maybe indoor-outdoor water park. Good to see you there, Danette and Anthony. Welcome. Danette and Anthony, there are a lot of the politicians that are on the Community Advisory Council who are going to vote for the casino have voted no. Or they have said they're going to vote no. Me too, Dwayne. Hopefully we could preserve this and make this more amusement orientated. They're not. He can't. He's never going to get a zone change here, Hala. They're going to always leave this as the weird 2010 special zoning, which is what's again commercial amusement zoning. But this is all Joe Sitt property. So this would all be the casino right here. Yeah, indoor-outdoor water park, Anthony. That's what we need to get built. Like, if it was up to me, I would buy all this property, right? Build a new Popeyes. I would preserve this. I would make this actually larger. Get a whole new sound system in there. And then build it up. Of course, this all stays. This is Coney Island, USA. This is where we have our freak bar and our museum and our gift shop. This is landmark. This can't move. So the casino would have been built around this. But you would have stuck a 44-story building right here. There would have been a 44-story tall building blocking the view of the Wonder Wheel from the city. So happy it's not getting built. A water park is going to be nice. If they could build a water park here, that would be fantastic. Hang out here for a few minutes. Exactly, Dwayne. No, future generations could enjoy this place now. But now the big question is, what's going to happen with all this stuff? This is all Joe Sit property here. This would have been the second Sky Bridge. Sky Bridge would have came across here, over the air, into this lot here. We actually would have been underneath the building if it would have got built. Pretty wild. A casino would have totally killed the vibe. Not even ruined the vibe, it would have killed the vibe. Let's sit down and talk about this. What happened? So to recap, a bunch of the politicians, a bunch of the city council members, and the Brooklyn Borough President have all decided they're going to vote. They're going to vote no for the casino. So it's good news. Yeah, water park would go nicely with the beach, especially if it's indoor-outdoor. Exactly, a roller rink. Roller rink would be badass. Gambling is wrong. Northwest, good to see you. So again, a big shout out to Justin Brennan. He's actually a friend of the channel. So City Council member Justin Brennan, Jessica Spanton, and Brooklyn Borough President Antonio Reynoso. That's 3 of the 6. You have Marissa Solomon, who is Alec Brooke Cransney's seat on the Community Advisory Board. So that's 4 votes. That's now 4 out of 6. Boom, we won. So now all the proposals for Manhattan casinos have failed, and now the Coney is officially has failed. So I think it's going to be Citi Field. I think Citi Field is going to be the one who gets it now, because we know the other proposals are going to go to the Resorts World by the Aqueduct and the Yonkers Raceway. What do I think of a pavilion? I mean, a pavilion of fun will be great here. A big barn-like structure. Build a big box of a building that doesn't overshadow the Wonder Wheel, of course. Put rides inside. I think the Bronx has also failed, if I'm not mistaken. Or at least they're going to vote on that. I was watching the community board meeting, or the community advisory committee meeting for the Bronx proposal, the Bally's Bronx proposal. Yeah, nobody wants it. Your 2 predictions going to be Yonkers Resorts at Citi Field. Yeah, me too, Anthony. Me too. Yeah, they don't want it up in the Bronx either. Who really wants a gambling facility in their neighborhood? But yes, New York City should say gambling free, but there is places to gamble here. So just expand on those, and You want a new parachute jump? Well, up and coming. Back in 2010, when we were figuring out the whole rezone here, there was a roller coaster company. They're called Intamin. And Intamin did a survey if they could turn the parachute jump into a modern ride. And they deemed that it would be way too expensive to build such a thing. But I'm doing well, Chris. I'm doing well. Good to see you, Northwest. Well, yeah, communities take money from exactly. Communities take money from communities. Exactly. Yeah, Citi Field has deep pockets. Yes, they do. But you know, Citi Field seems to be like the one plan that's like cohesive, because there is a lot of benefits for the community. Like a permanent home for the Queen's night market is very exciting. So, but yep, no casino, Brooklyn Joys, no casino. How's the Duchess? Doing fantastic. I'm going to meet her in about 15 minutes. Yeah, I know, the Bronx. What the heck that would have looked like? They would have used the, there's a golf course over there they were going to use. They're going to make a decision about that any day now as well. Build a new steeplechase, exactly. Brooklyn Joys, you remember the Pavilion of Fun, right? You remember the Pavilion of Fun. It was this big barn-like building with rides inside. Why can't we build something new like that and then maybe put, it's an indoor-outdoor kind of thing, put rides on the roof and build little areas where we could build dark rides that could change out every like 6-8 months. Right, it's Bally's. Yeah, it's Bally's. Right, you was there hundreds of times, yeah. Yeah, they're in the Pelhams, of course. Is it up there? Where that golf course is? I don't even know where it is. I thought it was like Ferry Point Front. No, Freedom Land. No, Freedom Land was a flop. You know that. An educational theme park. That's one of my, you know what, Apple Martini, I'm going to be honest. Freedom Land is one of my weird obsessions because there's so little information that made it out of Freedom Land. If you guys don't know, Freedom Land is where Co-op City stands today. And Co-op City is the largest cooperative community in the United States. It's a very large complex of very large apartment buildings. And so the urban legend to that is that Freedom Land was a real estate scheme to get Co-op City built, because they built Freedom Land right before the 64-65 World's Fair. So most people just went to the World's Fair instead of going to Freedom Land. But Freedom Land, one of the designers of Freedom Land designed Disneyland in Anaheim, California. And the park looked like the United States. It was like the United States, and you could take a train around it and everything. It was kind of cool. They promised a lot at the Citi Field location. They did promise a lot at the Citi Field location. Let's see if they all build it. Yes, going to Queens, you pass the golf course. Yep. Did Joseph Taylor visit Freedom Land as a kid? Went to Freedom Land, you got pics too? An indoor casino would be nice. Not here. Not here in Coney. But yeah, Freedom Land's one of those weird things that I obsess about, because there's literally nothing left. There is a plaque. There is a plaque if you go to the mall. If you go to the mall in Co-op City, there's like a plaque where the entrance to Freedom Land used to be. And that's all that's left is a plaque. It's like Ebbets Field. It's just a plaque there, and that's it. That's all you get. Bingo is okay. Yeah, bingo is okay. Co-op City was helped. Co-op City, the construction of it was helped by the government, but it was never government housing. It was never projects. That was always a cooperative housing. It has balconies. If the project has balconies, that means that it's market rate housing. Of course I remember. I worked. Are you ready for this, James? I actually was a volunteer for the 2012 Olympic bid. That was what, 2005? So, oh my God, Apple Martini, they have been talking about doing something with the Queensbridge Armory for the longest. You remember when they were going to turn it into like ice skating rinks and like a mall and stuff? And it's like they can't figure out. It's a beautiful structure. It's landmarked. But you could do some crazy stuff inside that thing. You think we would have freaking built something there? Queensbridge Armory was supposed to be part of the was supposed to be part of the 2012 Olympic bid. We were going to have speed skating inside of there. Speed skating or judo? It was one of those. It was like a stadium. We were going to turn it into a stadium. And then afterwards, it would have became like a gym for like the public. Xander Lovecraft has not performed here in Coney Island this season. He's touring the rest of the country, though. Absolutely, Sally. Yes. Yeah. No. Queensbridge Armory. I mean, the Kingsbridge Armory is huge. But I remember they had like this big plan for it. They were gonna like build like all like these skating rinks and stuff like that inside of it, and they just never did. Every now and then we'll use it for like a pop-up event. It's really weird. It's a beautiful structure. You think we would have done something with it already. But we need something like that here in Coney with like the volume of space that has inside, and then you can put rides inside. Like I said, we need, I think here in Coney Island, what we really need is like dark rides. We need dark rides here in New York, here in Coney Island. And like, how about build a small structure right across? How about this? You build a 6-story structure right here, so it doesn't overshadow the Wonder Wheel, right? You could build a 6-story structure right here, and it could be full of it could be with an, as I keep on saying, an envelope, a building that's an envelope, so that you could just put whatever you want inside of it and change it out easily, and make it into dark rides. Was any TV info on Southern Brooklyn considered for the 20? Here in Coney, we would have had the sailing events here. Here in the Rockaways, there would have been sailing events. We would have used Keyspan Park for women's softball or men's soft. Then we would use the Elder Stadium in Staten Island for softball as well. But yeah, the 2012 Olympic bid would have had the whole city involved. Good to see you, E-Bike Mike. Welcome. Yeah, quacky, no casinos. Beautiful news. St. Louis tried to make their old armory work. They turned it into an entertainment space, but failed. Wow. That's surprising. St. Louis needs something like that. It's all about management and what kind of attractions you could build inside of it. That's what it's all about. Do they use the Kingsbridge Armory for indoor track events? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. No, it never came together for 2012. It was because of the stadium. It was because of the stadium. We couldn't get the Olympic Stadium built where Hudson Yards is today. The whole plan hinged on that one stadium. But because of the Olympic bid in 2012, you got the development at Hudson Yards. You got all that new residential development in Long Island City, and you got Barclays Center. So, because Barclays Center was supposed to be part of the Olympic bid. A night roller coaster with live DJ. Now you're talking. That'd be perfect for your Coney. Wasn't Marine Park part of the bid? Yes, it was. Marine Park was going to be not rowboating. It was going to be something else. They were going to use Marine Park though for the Olympic bid. Yes, 1998. Yes, we hosted the Goodwill Games. So fun fact, James, if you watch Die Hard with a Vengeance, in the scene where John McClane gets the bomb, he finds the bomb like magnet, like stuck to like the wall of the train with magnets, and he pulls it off. There's an ad for the Goodwill Games there. So you gotta look close, but you can see an ad for the Goodwill Games on the subway train that gets blown up in the movie Die Hard with a Vengeance. Would I consider joining the committee again if New York City? I would up and coming, I would. A silent disco, a small zoo. We have a nice aquarium. I don't know about zoos nowadays though. I think we need like rides and like stuff. We need stuff that like amusements to bring people here. It has to be a landmark. And I think we have a perfectly fine zoo up in Prospect Park and in the Bronx. Yes, the Jets and the Giants were supposed to use the Olympic Stadium, correct. Yeah, look out for that, James. Okay, 9 minutes. Let me start walking back. Gotta go meet up with the Duchess and get some coffee. I need a coffee. I need a coffee. To think this would have all been building right here. This would have all been building. All around me would have been building. It's crazy. But now what's going to happen with all this property? This is the big question now. What is the wrath of Joe Sitt going to be? Is Joe Sitt going to really just sit on his property now? Or is he going to actually, what we need to do is hopefully get a developer with forward-thinking developer who's going to take what's here, expand on it. I look around Coney all the time and I'm like, shit, it has so much potential. Coney has so much potential. It's crazy. If you build it correctly, there's no stopping this place. It would have been where the vessel is, and then the other side, the second parcel of land that hasn't been developed yet on Hudson Yards, that would have all been the stadium. It would have been a 62,000 seat stadium with retractable roof. It would have, look it up. There's a video called the Olympic X, and the Olympic X was a way for all of the fans and athletes to get around the city during the Olympics. And it lets you know about all of the various venues to get people around. Look at it. I see him. Wait, we gotta do a quick interview right here.
I do not want to be on your.
No, okay, we're on YouTube.
Oh, this is the best.
This is Lewis, everyone. He runs the El Dorado. So you heard the news. What's gonna happen, you think?
I think they're gonna. It's not gonna pass.
Well, no, it's not gonna. We got the votes. It's not gonna pass.
Got the votes.
We got the votes.
Hopefully it'll go to Queens.
Well, it's probably gonna go to Queens.
Right.
But what's gonna happen to the El Dorado now?
We're safe.
Right, we're safe.
We're safe.
See, hear that, people? We're safe.
Here.
Right?
50 years.
Another 50 years. We got to expand it.
That's
We
right.
got to expand it and put a water park on the roof.
We're 53 years, and we're gonna go strong for
That's
another
right.
53.
That's it.
And then from there, we'll see where we're going.
That's right. Hear that, people? Wow. Thanks, Lou.
No new taxes.
No new taxes, please.
That's right.
See you later. No tariffs. Let's go back. And no new people. There you go. No new people either. But there you go. He runs the. That's right. Bump your ass off. Wet and Wild Coney Island. Exactly. Wet and Wild Coney Island. That's exactly what we need. And we can build it like indoor, outdoor. There's enough space here. But what Joe Sitt's gonna do now? They do always have the great music playing. If Lou's in there, he's gonna be playing the old school music. And come to think of it, I need a ride. Me and the Duchess need a ride on the El Dorado. We got to hit up all those rides. So much fucking potential here, though. How about a Disneyland? We don't have enough space for a Disneyland, but you know, it could happen. We don't have enough space for a Disneyland. We need something a little bit smaller. We need something a little bit smaller. All right, kids. I got what I want, which is the beautiful Duchess. You're not gonna get on camera. Wait, hold on. We'll do this. Oh, there we go. Okay, kids. So I want to get the sign. No casino. All right, guys. It's time for coffee. Do I look like I need a coffee? I do. All right, we need coffee, my love. All right, guys. So from Stillwell Avenue, this is Dutch Moss and the Duchess signing off. Have yourself a fantastic Coney Island day, whether you can afford to live here or not. Hug your loved ones. Cherish these beautiful moments. Good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And Todd Scott, thank you so much for the super chat. Much appreciated. I'll see you guys later. Take care. Bye-bye.